11 people were shot dead during protests. 3 weeks later, their families were finally able to pay their respects. Guinea's government had refused to hand the bodies over until post-mortem investigations were complete, leaving families like the Diallos unable to say goodbye to their 15-year-old son until now.
My son was shot dead. I'm a poor man and they killed my son. I've left everything in the hands of God Almighty to cast judgment for my son.
Guinea's opposition say President Alpha Condé has blood on his hands.
We are here to pay tribute to those compatriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the triumph of democracy and the rule of law in our country.
81-year-old President Alpha Condé's mandate expires next year after a second 5-year term. But his government is drafting a new constitution that could enable him to become, like some other African leaders, a president for life. Opposition politicians and activists have formed a coalition to oppose the changes, and they join the funeral procession. And then, more violence. Security forces again fired tear gas and live rounds. 3 more people were killed. Many fear scenes like this are likely to be repeated as the opposition calls for more protests later in the week against a third term for Condé. Andrew Chappelle, Al Jazeera.